Welcome, everyone. My name is Cheryl, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to be here with us tonight. The reason I felt it was a really important time to offer this weekly practice or this daily practice for a week, um, is not only because it's the Capricorn new moon today, so it's a beautiful time to start something new. So it's a great time to start a new practice. The new moon is like a clean slate. We can recreate any part of our life the way we want it. And it's a lovely time to set an intention, like meditating even for a few minutes every day. And Capricorn is about structure in our life. So setting a time, 7 o'clock every night, and coming together. It's just perfect timing, divinely timed. So I've also had a few people in my family and many clients that are struggling with mental health challenges that have come to the surface just within the last 2 weeks. And even around Christmas time, there's a lot of people coming to see me around mental health challenges and on my own mental health challenges as well. I mean, everyone has stress, anxiety, and moments of depression, or, some people are facing long-term challenges with their mental health too. So we're living in a time where so many people are going through this. Mental health challenges touch not only all of us in so many different ways, but also our family, our friends, our peers, our work colleagues, etc. So it is so impactful. It can be really impactful on our life. So, and really some really strong moments and challenges in my own life. If I didn't have a regular meditation practice to fall back on, I don't know how I would have made it through some of the really stressful times. And last year was quite a challenging year I know for many, and myself included. And I think meditation is what really prevented maybe some mental health challenges, but also was my lifeline, helped get me through when I was really, yeah, when I was struggling. So what I love about meditation is that it doesn't have to be complicated. The practices that I've been using for many years are simple and they're really doable. It doesn't have to be hard or mountainous. So my goal for this challenge is to really help you build a foundation of grounding so that when stress or anxiety or emotional challenges come along in our life, it comes in all of our lives. When it does come, you not only have some prevention in place, like a lower stress point, you also have some tools to help bring you back to your own alignment. This is our everyday prevention and our daily spiritual nourishment, if you will, or our mental health nourishment. So when we care for our nervous system regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes, I run twice weekly meditation classes, and I've been doing that for, well, over the last couple of years, but every week, twice a week for the last year and a half, maybe now. And the beautiful humans that join, I really have seen so many changes in their state of mental health just from having a regular practice to come back to. So we become more resilient, more centered, more able to meet our challenges head on with our own calmness, being the calm voice in the room, and having clarity around how to move forward. So yes, I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So before we start, just a little housekeeping. You're welcome to stay on mute for the session, and you can turn your cameras off. You don't need to have your cameras on, although it's lovely to see your faces, but shortly everyone's eyes will be closed anyways. This space is really just for you. So please honor that space and do whatever feels comfortable for you tonight. If you want to lie down, sit up, whatever's best for you. This is your time that you've made to nourish yourself. So at the beginning of each of these sessions, every day, I would love you to do a check-in for you. So if you're just checking in with your mental health. So if you, for example, are stressed today, can you rate that stress in you? What does that feel like for you if you rate it out of 10? 10 being really heavy, really intense, really debilitating or big feelings. and one being, a bit of a niggle or just mild sensations. That could be stress, you could be anxious, you could be overwhelmed, you could have a low mood, mental exhaustion, depression. Again, whatever is relevant for you, you can choose a few things if you're noticing that you're having multiple challenges, or you might just choose one and rate that out of 10. So the reason we rate it out of 10 is because I know from doing these practices with my groups for the last, year and a half and longer, most people say at the end they feel lighter, they feel calmer, they feel more relaxed in their body, they feel like their mind is clear. But we soon get back into the rhythm of every day, and we sometimes forget that we've had those changes. So if you are to write that down and track it every time, it'd be interesting to note if that changes, or if there's, we're going to do some different types of practices over this week. And so you might find one day that one of the practices really resonates with you. You went from 8 out of 10 stress to 3 out of 10, and you felt so much better after. Then moving forward, maybe that practice is the one you do for you every day. Or maybe, there's two practices that you want to incorporate together. So this is really for you to be guided. Um, I can only offer the practices, but you are in the position where you can choose what feels right for you beyond these 7 days. So anyway, you can rate it out of 10. You don't need to share it with anyone. This is just for your own awareness to notice if there's changes, because yeah, that's the most important part, is to feel it and know it in you. You might even go, oh yeah, I've got pain, and it's, pain is 8 or 9 out of 10. And after the meditation, it drops, because we know that when we're in stress, our pain levels are worse. Our digestive system is less happy. There's lots of different impacts that meditation can have on us. So be really open and curious to notice these changes in your body. And yeah, if you haven't already rated out of 10, just take a moment now to write that down. And then we're going to put that paper aside, and I'll get you to start to relax your body. So for this first session, we're going to really focus on honoring something very simple, something we all do every day. It's the first thing we do when we're born, and it's the last thing we do when we leave this body. And it is our breath. We take over 20,000 breaths a day. But how many of those do we even notice we're taking? Do we notice if we're breathing quickly or slowly? Are we breathing deep? Are we breathing shallow and fast? Are we holding our breath without even realizing? So as you start to settle and relax into your chair or the bed that you're lying on, I'll invite you to close your eyes and just observe your breath. Don't try and change it. Just notice how it's moving in and out of your body. Notice your chest rising and falling. You may want to put a hand on your belly button and over your heart. And just slow your breathing down. Once you take a moment to notice the breath and notice how it's moving through the body, we can start to slow it down, because our breath is one of the most powerful and simple tools we have to calm our nervous system. So take a nice, slow, deep breath into your belly all together. And just slowly let it go. Inhaling slow and deep into the belly. And just notice how that feels As you exhale, nice and slow, just relax your body as you exhale. Breathing in nice and slow. And when you exhale, just let the tension in your muscles go. Let your body relax with every breath, allowing deeper relaxation in every cell in your body. Notice where you're holding tension or pain in your back, in your stomach. Maybe you have a headache. Just gently scanning the body from head to toe and noticing where there's tension. Notice where there's any blockages. Notice if your breath feels stuck as you inhale or exhale. Is there tightness in your ribs? And when you bring your focus to what your breath is doing, this not only calms your body and relaxes your body, we often notice that it can quiet the mind as well. You're feeling the sensation of your belly rising and falling. You might have less focus on what's happening in your mind. Just breathing into the belly. Feel the belly rise with each inhale. Allow your belly to really stick out, just like a baby does when they breathe. And then exhale and actually allow all the breath to clear out of the belly, out of the lungs, really emptying the body of breath. And when it feels natural for you, slowly filling up again. I love to take a moment to offer gratitude to our body for these 20,000 breaths a day that we don't have to think about. We don't even notice most of them happening. And this happens every day. It's happened our entire life. 20,000 breaths. What a gift. The wisdom of our body to know how to do this without us paying any attention to the fact that it is even happening. So I invite you to offer some gratitude to this breath. Gratitude for our lungs. Gratitude for our diaphragm that stretches down to make room for the oxygen to come into our lungs. Just feel your body relaxing even more with every exhale, letting go of the day, letting go of any mental conversations, and just keep coming back to this breath. There are so many ways to breathe, so many methods of breath work. But I notice in myself the most conscious breath, where I'm really present with the breath as it comes into the body slowly. And then I let go of the breath. The exhale moves out slowly. And really witnessing that happening. Feels the most powerful. But you might find different methods suit your body more. You may notice that breathing in for the count of 4 and holding that breath for a few counts, and then gently exhaling for the count of 6. That may feel really nourishing for your body. And the counting gives our brain something to do if we are overthinking. So let's try that together now as everyone exhales the breath that they are in. And slowly inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 2, 3, and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little slower. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax your breath into a natural pattern for you now. And just notice any sensations, any changes in your body. Any changes in your mind or your breath. This has been a very short practice, but we don't actually need a lot of time. We can practice with the intention that we are only one conscious breath away from calm, from relaxation. And that is the goal through these meditation practices, to allow you to be conscious and come back to your center as quickly as possible when you notice that you are in any sort of mental health challenge, pattern, program, etc. This is where your power is in the present moment. So just notice the breath for a few more breaths in and out. Notice the body. If you've come into this session with a higher number of stress or anxiety, then know that you potentially were in a sympathetic dominance nervous system pattern. And by coming into your breath, we can turn on the rest and digest part of our nervous system. It allows us to feel safe and nourished and calm. I invite you to notice, what is your number out of 10 now? Feel it in your body. Notice if you have had any changes. It's okay if that was easy or hard, because I know that practice makes better. And so that is the goal for these sessions over the coming days, to offer you space to drop into a commitment of a daily practice of meditation and breath work to support your mental health. I'm so grateful for you all being here, and I will invite you to stay on if you have any questions, or you can message me if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl. It was beautiful.